Hi, Jordan.
Hello. Yeah, sorry about what happened last night. I just ended up pressing the wrong buttons and didn't record the meeting, so I feel kind of dumb about that, but it's recording right now, so.
All right. Don't feel too
Don't feel
bad,
dumb.
Jordan.
I think you're the only one of us that can actually get it up and running.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say too. You're doing great. did oh, is Katie on there too? I was just wondering if anybody had gotten a hold of her.
Yeah, I just invited her. Doesn't look like we can really see. Did anybody get a hold of Karen or no?
Um,
I invited.
was
I
she
invited.
part of that text messaging we were doing?
Yeah, she's never. Because I know she was saying like she needs minutes. I just don't know if she has minutes on her phone, so that's why she's not getting her text or.
Oh,
So I don't know if we. Well, I mean, by now she's probably not gonna be able to. She's gonna be like last minute, like, oh, I didn't know you're having a meeting. So I just don't know what to do on her part because she was here yesterday. So I don't know to be like our recording's not gonna have her in it, so she's not gonna get. Well, like at least I'm not gonna get credit for it for this. She's not here, but she was here the last one. So that's why I don't know what to do on her behalf. But
you don't think Brother Spalding would be understanding of that? If she was, I mean, if she was here last time.
yeah, I think he might be.
Hopefully.
On the screen it says there's two things that Katie's on, like she
Oh,
posted two different.
yeah,
Oh,
sorry. The internet freaked out for a second there.
okay,
Yeah,
so
I'll try to
you're
get out and then back on.
okay.
So I sat down earlier this afternoon to try and maybe do some work on that mind map, and oh my goodness, I feel totally stumped. Has anybody else had any luck with that?
No, I haven't really gone at it at all, but I did see that Brother Spalding did send an email out regarding mind maps.
Oh, did he? I
Um,
haven't checked my email today.
yeah, he was pretty much saying that a lot of people are doing the outlines, they're not doing the mind maps correctly. Um, like they're just like almost referring to them as outlines instead of mind maps. So he's saying, I guess he really wants everybody in the class to like read the mind map instructions and see what that entails. And I guess we're not doing it correctly, but and I guess he was saying on I guess like group 3 did the best one and lesson one. I guess I don't know. That's what he was saying. I don't know why he would say that, but anyways, but so I guess we can just like thoroughly read the mind map instructions and see if there's something that we kind of like slip by us when we're trying to construct these mind maps.
Yeah, I read through that. I've read through those a couple of times. The only thing, and it gives a couple examples,
Uh-huh.
and the only thing I really got from that is on one of the examples it shows like some words between the main idea and then how you're connecting an idea and then like maybe a phrase or words or something in between
Uh-huh.
those two ideas. So I don't know if we're supposed to try and do that. That's the only real thing that I don't know. I didn't feel like it was very detailed even with the instructions. So
Yeah, I felt like they were really, really vague. He did say something in his email. I'm pulling that up right now. It said that they didn't have, or a lot of the mind maps didn't have the connections correctly drawn, and very few showed labels on the connections. So I guess that is something that he wants.
Okay. So you think the
um,
labels on the connections would be that that phrase or something on the line that's connecting one idea to the other?
I'm not sure, because most of the mind maps that they're showing don't have those labels, and most of the mind map programs that I've looked at don't have the ability to add those, so I'm not quite sure exactly how we're supposed to do that. So maybe he'll address that in the class tomorrow, but if there's still technical problems where he's not able to record it, then it won't help most of us.
Right.
So I'm kind of at a loss.
Yeah. Okay, well, for tonight, are we just going back over our quiz just to have it recorded? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Did anybody enter theirs in already?
Yeah, I did last night.
I did too. I felt good that we were on track.
Yeah, so did I. So I just ended up just submitting it in, but yeah, let's review it real quick.
Yeah, let's just go through it one more time. So, number 1, consumers express self-interest when they seek the lowest price for a product. Do you want me to just go through like that, reading the question and then the answer?
Yes.
Okay. Number 2.
We can all agree that consensus last night.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, number 2. Which of the following statements about markets and prices is correct? In a market system, prices serve to ration goods and services to consumers.
Yes.
Number 3. All of the following statements describe a market economy except government prescribes the market prices for goods and services. Number 4. A production system where various workers concentrate on different specialized tasks. This is not the right one.
No, so it's kind of figuring. I was like, this doesn't sound.
I'm reading through this. Wait a second here.
I was like, I guess this is like gross domestic product, but I don't think it sounds like it.
How far was I gonna get before someone else?
I don't know. I was just kind of going with it, I guess.
Okay, I got the right one now.
Okay,
number 1. Which of the following is a primary use for national income accounts? To measure changes in the value of production and income in the economy. Am I on the right one now?
Yes, now you are.
GDP is the market value of all final goods and services produced in an economy in a given year.
Yes.
Number 3. To avoid multiple counting in national income accounts, only final goods and services should be counted. Subtracting the purchase of intermediate products and supplies from the value of the sales of final products determines the amount of value added from the economic activity. Number 5. The 2 ways of looking at GDP are the expenditures approach and income approach. Number 6. The GDP deflator of price index equals nominal GDP divided by real GDP. Number 7. The base year is 2005, and the GDP price index in 2004 is 92.0. This implies that the prices in 2005 were higher than in 2004. Number 8. In an economy, the total expenditures for a market basket of goods in year 1, the base year, was 5,000 billion. In year 2, the total expenditure for the same market basket of goods was 5,500 billion. What was the GDP price index for the economy in year 2? And we all agreed that was 110, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 9. Answer the question based on the following price and output data over a 5-year period for an economy that produces only one good. Assume that year 2 is the base year. Refer to the above data in year 4, nominal GDP would be, and we said 90. Okay, number 10. Nominal GDP differs from real GDP because real GDP results from adjusting for changes in the price level. Number 11. The following are incomes earned but not received by the nation's households except transfer payments. Number 12. Personal income will equal disposable income when personal taxes are 0. Number 13. GDP does not include which of the following activities? Couples remodeling their own homes. Number 14. GDP excludes most non-market transactions. Therefore, GDP tends to underestimate the amount of production in the economy. Number 15. The underground economy is mostly made up of tax evasion activities. Number 16. Which of the following is included in the expenditures approach to GDP? The top one, spending on meals by consumers at restaurants. Number 17. The value of corporate stocks and bonds traded in a given year is excluded from the calculation of GDP because they make no contribution to current production of goods and services. Number 18. Net exports is a positive number when a nation's exports of goods and services exceed its imports. Number 19. National income is the sum of employee compensation, profits, and the following items except depreciation or consumption of fixed capital. And then number 20. 1 year nominal GDP was 286 billion and the price index was 88. Real GDP that year was, and we all agreed on the second answer, 325 billion.
Perfect.
Okay. So, can I just ask you guys a question then again as I'm trying to look at this for the mind map? So, are you thinking that the idea in the middle should be the national income accounting? Is that kind of the main idea, or? Do you guys have that list of terms in front of you, or?
No, not right now. Pull them up though.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up right now.
Oh, okay.
Pull up what I got. Hopefully it saved because my computer muted while I was at work and I hadn't saved it yet. So,
were you doing it on that mind map program?
Nope, mine is lost.
Oh, bummer.
So I'm gonna have to, yeah.
Okay, well, I was just trying to at least find a starting point, and
The joys of allowing my 12-year-old to do homework on my computer.
oh, no.
Domestic output and national income. Well, let's see. I mean, the chapter is about measuring domestic output and national income. So, I don't know if we want to...
Right, I just thought that was, at least the way I was understanding, that that was the way of kind of measuring the gross domestic product was kind of a way of measuring the performance of an economy as a whole.
Right.
And that's, I guess that's what accounting is, right? It's kind of measuring how your
economy's doing, right?
that was kind of my thought process of putting that national income accounting in the
middle,
and then maybe having like the gross domestic product off from that, and like the net domestic product. I don't know, some of those other things that they said they would look at to see how the economy's doing, like personal income and disposable income.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds about right. I mean, you can do national income accounting and then branch off to GDP, and then maybe have like sub branches from GDP. Talk about like intermediate goods, final goods. What else could we do? Maybe it could be like from GDP what it excludes, and like we could do a line and then the middle excludes. Then we could branch out from there. Financial transactions, public transfer payments, private transfer. Like, I don't know if we want to get that in depth, like, because I mean, if we did, I think it would be pretty solid in my opinion, but that'd be kind of a large mind map, but I just don't know. I don't know.
Sorry, my internet froze up. So.
No, it's fine. What I was saying was that we could do like branch off from national income accounting. Do the GDP from that, and then from there do like subheadings from GDP of what like so like mentioning intermediate goods and final goods from there. It's measured by monetary means, and then what it excludes, which would be financial transactions and secondhand sales, and then from there we'll branch that off into expenditures approach and income approach.
Okay, so now where did you get those other things that you were saying? Because I don't see those on the.
Well, they're not on the terms, but they're in the actual chapter.
Oh, so is that why he was saying we were missing things?
That's what I'm guessing. So I'm just trying to like look at it in a different way.
It would be nice if we had a definitive list of the terms that we were supposed to have.
Yeah.
Did you write down like most of the terms that were in the chapter then?
I just printed off that in the chapter ending.
Oh, okay.
And where it had the list of terms and concepts. I just printed that list off. That's kind of what I was going by.
Like when I'm trying to like put my mindset towards is like a mind map is to help you like thoroughly understand the chapter without even needing to read the chapter. You know what I'm saying? So like if we could get like as much in depth of each subject as we can, not like obviously writing paragraphs, but just like words that include all the different subjects in the chapter. I think that will kind of it will not only like increase or improve our score. I think it's going to help like benefit us even better, because then we can just look at our mind maps and be like, oh, okay, that's how those are connected and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I think like you said, well, I think it's good to start with the national income accounting as the middle, and then I don't know, where would GDP go, like left or right? I mean, does it really matter?
I don't know that it necessarily matters location. I think like you were saying of having the income approach and the expenditures approach, because you can use either one of those to find the GDP.
Yeah, so I think we do gross domestic product from the NIA or National Income Accounting, and then branch off into, like, we can go up from there and say, like, in the line in between, say excludes, and then go up, and then you could say.
And I didn't know if we needed anything in between the National Income and Accounting and GDP, like where it talks about.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That connects it.
Yeah, where it talks about like only using final goods, so you don't have the multiple counting of intermediate goods.
Yeah, I just think that's involved in GDP, but I'm trying to see, like, measure economies equivalence. Oh, maybe we could. Maybe we could be like right in the middle of national income accounting. We could say that the national income accounting is measured through GDP. I don't know if that's the primary measure of economy's performance is annual total output of goods and services, or as it is called, the aggregate output. Or we could say aggregate output. There are several ways to measure aggregate output depending on how blah, 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 blah. As mentioned in Chapter 6, gross domestic product defines aggregate output as the dollar value of all final goods and services produced in the borders of the country.
Well, I think there's some of these that would be, some of it's kind of easy, but some of it's really hard. So, like the expenditures approach, obviously off of that we would want to have the personal consumption expenditures, the gross private domestic investment, government purchases, net exports. So the components, that you use to
I think maybe one thing that we're kind of excluding from our mind maps is like the middle, like the connecting words. So like GDP, and we'll probably measure it in the lines in between income approach and expenditures approach. So that GDP is measured by either one of those approaches.
Okay. I see kind of what you're saying.
Because I remember watching like the sample videos of what like mind maps are supposed to be, and they would like put words in between two subjects to kind of help understand more what that was connecting to.
Yeah. Like the one I'm thinking of is that example that it had dogs.
Yeah,
Had,
I think
dogs in the middle and.
Yeah. I had one it was like about birds or whatever, but like it was the same thing, like the anatomy of a bird, and it had like everything, and obviously that made up the bird, and then like I said, like the lines in between two subjects would have something to help it know how it connects, instead of just being like this is connected to this, but more specifically how is it connected to that specific part of the body.
Right.
As an example of that, so.
Okay.
So I can try to do that. I just don't know. I mean, I'm not a professional at that program mind mapping thing, so I don't know how you would input the words in between.
Yeah.
I think there's a way to do it, but I just don't know how to do it.
Okay, well, I guess maybe that kind of gives us an idea of where to kind of start from. Katie, did you have anything else to say, or any thoughts?
No, that sounds good. I'm still a little lost on what he's asking me for. So once he has the office hours, that'll help a lot, I hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah.
good too, I guess. Like I'll get more further like understanding of exactly what he's looking for. Hopefully, he can like draw out something to kind of make it more sensible. But
It would be kind of nice to see an example with the topic of economics.
yeah, like if he did like this week's, it's like this is what it kind of should look like. Like I don't know, not like giving us one and just us using that, but like
Or
something to
even
work
if,
toward.
yeah, or even if you did one from a previous week.
Yeah, I guess that. I mean, I don't see why that would hurt. If I was, yeah, I think that would benefit the most. But we'll definitely see.
Okay. Trish, did you have anything else to add?
No, I'm actually thinking I'm going to go ahead and email him some of our questions so that maybe he can cover them in the class, and then
Okay.
that way it will clarify it for us a little bit more, and we'll have better information for when we finish it up.
Oh, that's a great idea. All
All
right.
right. Well, I guess yeah, that should
It's
wrap it up for tonight.
able.
What's that? Was that Trish that was trying to say something?
I think so.
All right. Well, is that good for tonight then? And
Yeah, I think we kind of got well, at least somewhat of an idea of what we're working towards for this mind map. And you can go from there. Yeah, whatever we find out tomorrow too.
yeah, that'll be
that-
helpful.
So, but yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Jordan, again for setting this up again for tonight. And
No problem. I'll get it recorded and I'll send it to the discussion board.
okay, sounds
Awesome.
great. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, you guys too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.